Welcome to the weekend edition of National Focus. I'm Jarna Hector. Coming up, the NYC president speaks on the Dominica-China relationship. Dominica's goodwill ambassador, singer Michael Henderson, has penned the CARICOM anthem, and Dominica to pilot a result-based financing solution for healthcare. Stay tuned for details of these and other stories after this.
The black Sikatoka fungus can survive on banana and plantain leaves even after they have been cut from the tree. Farmers and hucksters are encouraged to use alternate cushioning material when moving produce from farm to the market. Do not use banana and plantain leaves as cushioning. It is against the law to move banana and plantain trash from the field. Obey the law and stop the spread of black Sikatoka today.
Thank you for staying with us. The president of the National Youth Council of Dominica has endorsed the friendship between Dominica and the People's Republic of China. The two countries celebrated a decade of friendship in March 2014. Jaiziah Benoit was speaking on the subject with GIS News on Thursday.
I'm not only okay with that, I totally endorse it and think that that is what we should all really be aiming for. Because it's one thing for a prime minister to sit across the table with another prime minister and agree on certain things. It's a totally separate thing for the citizens of a country to identify with the citizens of another. And that's why I think you can really see that our partnership is true. The way that the Chinese people can come to Dominica and feel welcome, the way that we as international students and as government officials, government officers who receive training can go to China and interface with Chinese people, develop friendships, and I'm aware of students that have returned and invited some of their Chinese friends to Dominica. So I would agree, and I think that this is one of the reasons why our relationship with China is so strong and has blossomed so quickly, is because the partnership is indeed genuine and not just political or oriented around developmental aid.
Benoit said further that from his experience as a student in China, he considers the Chinese people sincere and says a friendship with them is worthwhile.
In my opinion, the Chinese people are very genuine in terms of their partnership. And so what started 10 years ago through the efforts of the Prime Minister is really an opportunity for us. And so far, I can say that the Chinese people have been very positive in terms of accommodating Dominican students in China. And they really give you that sense that you are secure, that you are welcome. And I don't think it's really something that's difficult. I just really think it's important to note how genuine they are. And that to the extent that you are willing to really partner with them, they'll be willing to partner with you on various areas of cooperation, not only education, but healthcare and many matters that are quite important to us in Dominica.
Benoit expressed his congratulations in Chinese.
除了中国留学5年，我觉得这个是个非常好的机会。我现在要对中国人和中国的大使要表示十分的感谢。我也希望更多的多米尼克年轻人能出中国，得到这个机会，能留学，能看中国的人民是怎么样，中国的文化是怎么样，还能学习汉语。因为在10年之内，中国对多米尼克的帮助真的是非常的好。我也希望中国跟多米尼克的关系能继续在10年。20年、30年，也希望我们的关系会越来越深。
Jaiziah Benoit considers the China scholarship opportunities a privilege. He says Dominican youth can expand their knowledge both educationally and culturally. In more news, Dominican songstress Michael Henderson Del Sol has emerged winner of the CARICOM Song Contest. Out of 15 countries and more than 50 competitors, Michael was able to produce a piece that met the requirements of being culturally strong, versatile enough to be played by various instruments and sung, and able to inspire a sense of regional pride and unity with a Caribbean rhythm and flavor. Michael's song celebrating CARICOM will be used as an official CARICOM song for ceremonial events regionally and internationally. GIS News caught up with Michael on Thursday.
I've always been very proud of being a woman from the Caribbean. It makes us very unique, this region, because of the various ethnicities that have come together in this region to create the Caribbean culture that we enjoy. And that uniqueness has been, like I said, a source of pride. And when the idea for a song representing that uniqueness came up, I just thought, brilliant, this is wonderful. It's a great way for me to express that feeling that I've always had. And also, I read through the criteria in its entirety. You know, I really paid attention to all the elements that were required for the song, and just put those two things together, my pride as a Caribbean woman, and then all the elements in the criteria that I think that would make the song a great anthem, and married the two and got the song.
The singer, who began her professional career at age 15, says her expectation was that one of Dominica's 6 entries would be in the top 10. Michael describes her entry as distinctly Caribbean.
It is a Caribbean song. I wouldn't necessarily want to box it into soca, calypso, reggae particularly, you know, like to describe it as one idiom, except to say that it is very distinctly Caribbean, with drums and steel pan and, you know, rhythm. So it's very, very Caribbean.
Special thanks went to the production team behind the scenes.
So my husband was responsible for the production, of the whole thing. He's the guy who makes sure we have studio time, collects the musicians, direct musically how it is that the production was going to go. Urson Matthew did the arrangements. We had Michael Ferrol, who played local drums on there, which features very prominently in the song. And the St. Alphonsus Choir, members of the St. Alphonsus Choir, who lent their voices to the chorus and so on. So these people, there's Sean Schillick, also who helped with engineering the choir when we were recording them. And so, yeah, that's the team, that's the production team that put the song together. And Freddie Nicholas did the scores. And all of Dominica supported. And and we have to say thank you to them and congratulations to them as well.
Asked about her advice to budding artists, Michael says act the part while practicing your craft.
You have to be able to prove that you can do it at a professional level, that you are on time, that you are dependable, and as soon as you're put in the position where the show is ready to run, you are able to deliver. And that just takes you honing your skill. You have to spend time, just like a doctor spends all of 7-10 years learning medicine and practicing. You have to do the same thing with music. So that's my advice, is to hone your skill. Spend time developing your craft. Spend time making it something that you do so well that people must pay attention, and you will succeed.
Meanwhile, Minister for Culture and Youth Affairs, Honorable Justina Charles, spoke with GIS on Thursday. She says she is unsurprised by Michael's achievement.
Well, I am not surprised because I know that Michael is a very talented individual and has the potential to excel in everything because she loves music and she loves what she does. You look at Michael and you can see she's enjoying what she's doing. So I am not at all surprised at the results of the competition. Anytime somebody from Dominica can excel, I think it is important that we recognize the work and the achievement of the people. And so I really wish, as the minister responsible for culture, to congratulate Michael Henderson Del Sol on her achievement. Michael emerged winner out of a field of 52 persons who submitted entries. And to have emerged winner out of 52, that for us is very good. And not just that, she has, as a result of she winning the contest, she has caused Dominica to emerge #1 out of 15 member CARICOM states and associated states. And so we are proud of her achievement, and I really want to congratulate her. I wish also to congratulate all the persons who work with her to make sure that she could have excelled.
Honorable Charles described Dominica's Goodwill Ambassador as talented and driven. She is proud of Michael both personally and professionally.
As a parliamentary representative, I want, on behalf of my constituents, the Ministry of Culture, Youth and Sports to congratulate her, because as a member of the constituency, I can recall Mikel's history with her parents. Her father, deceased, may his soul rest in peace. He was very instrumental, supportive. Her parents were very supportive in her plight to, or in her quest to excel in terms of her music and her talent. And so I know her parents must be very proud, because they've spent time with her and they've assisted her in accomplishing that. And as she continues, you know, she continues to get the support of those people. So I really think we need to compliment her on that achievement. It has made us in Granby proud, it has made Dominica proud, and even the Caribbean, because now she represents the Caribbean.
Mikel responded to the minister's remarks on Thursday.
I'm very appreciative of that. It's a sense of pride, obviously, for me, because it has always been my duty to do things that elevate the society, that elevate my community, elevate my country and my nation. So being recognized for doing that is something that I really appreciate and I consider to be a great achievement. To be able to accomplish what it is you set out to do is actually quite something.
Several Dominicans submitted entries to the regional competition, and those artists too were commended.
I would want to commend them too, and the mere fact that they submitted is because they realize they have the potential. And so I want to commend them for making entries into the competition, and I want to wish them well, and I wish that they would continue along the path so that they too can excel at some point in similar circumstances. So I just want to encourage them and to say to them, congratulations all.
Mikel will perform celebrating CARICOM at the next CARICOM Heads meeting in July, where she will also receive her prize. And in more news, the Ministry of Health will from June 2nd initiate a pilot project to address the influx of patients seeking health care at Dominica's Primary Health Institute, the Princess Margaret Hospital. Health officials will launch a 3 to 6 month extension of services at the Roseau Healthcare Center, which means extended hours from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. on weekdays. Acting Director of Primary Health Care, Dr. Charlotte Jeremy Coffey, expressed that this has been a long-standing intention of the Health Ministry.
It's been a long-standing intention of the Ministry of Health to do extended hours at the Roseau Health Center. It's been the passion of the Minister as well and the Chief Medical Officer to extend the hours. And so we have decided to extend the hours. Well, we're going to do a pilot to see whether it will work, to see how, how the public will appreciate it. So we'll be doing, starting off from the 2nd of June, we will be doing extended hours at the Roseau Health Center from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m.
She says that this new plan will aid in reducing the amount of time individuals wait to get assistance at the main hospital, and will also be instrumental in reducing the workload on the accident and emergency department.
Instead of going up to the casualty after work with a flu, a sore throat, or just want to talk to a doctor, up to 7 o'clock the health center will be open. There will be nurses available, a doctor will be available to attend to you. It's one of the main reasons is to avoid waiting time for the client, the patient, and also to reduce the workload on the A&E department. Because we know at the Princess Margaret Hospital, the A&E department is more for emergencies, and so when persons go up there with minor illnesses or minor complaints, they would have to wait a lot, up to sometimes 10 hours. And with the chikungunya outbreak, persons had to wait for up to 12 hours and then still not attended to because of the workload at the casualty department when there is an emergency.
The entire Roseau Health District team, as well as centers between Soufriere and Warner, will be piloting the project. Dr. Jeremy Coffey noted that as customary, all major injuries and illnesses should be reported to the Accident and Emergency Department of the PMH, while patients with non-emergency situations are advised to visit their health center. The ministry solicits the cooperation of the general public in order to meet its prime objective. In the event that the new initiative does meet its goal, the new hours could be permanently extended in the future. And in related news, the Ministry of Health, in collaboration with the World Bank, will also launch another pilot project in efforts to develop a results-based financing project for health. This was announced at a stakeholders conference on Friday, May 30th, by Chief Medical Officer Dr. David Johnson, who communicated that Dominica is well situated to launch the pilot project, which has been the subject of discussion since 2012.
The situation analysis was conducted in Dominica on the health sector in November 2012. Findings from an initial assessment indicated that Dominica was well situated to implement a results-based financing approach in the health sector. We have also found that there were a number of enabling environments to facilitate that process. The Ministry of Finance had begun a results-based management approach to budgeting some 2 years ago. There was strong intersectoral cooperation existing within the different ministries in Dominica. There was strong political will to reduce costs and to do more with less.
The Chief Medical Officer noted that a key advantage which enabled the ministry to conceptualize this project has been a decentralized budgeting system in the Health Ministry as it relates to primary healthcare services and a well-structured primary healthcare delivery system. Dr. Johnson indicated that the implementation of this new project will most importantly play a vital role in the coverage of CNCDs and hypertension, among other goals.
We think that is critical because it will help us improve the coverage and quality of care in particularly problematic areas as it relates to the CNCDs and more specifically diabetes and hypertension. We think that by introducing this new initiative in the health sector in Dominica will help to increase staff morale and staff motivation. We also think, through the experience learned in other countries, that it will help to improve our monitoring and evaluation system and improve service delivery. And very importantly, it can reduce costs of overall health services.
Both Dominica and St. Lucia will be piloting the project. Consultants from the World Bank are currently on island to assist in fine-tuning the project proposal for presentation to the World Bank. McPherson St. Luce is up next with the Creole highlights.
Allô tout le monde, bienvenue à ces nouvelles en créole. Non, moi, c'est McPherson St. Luce. Premièrement, le gouvernement Dominique lance un workshop jeudi qui concerne l'État secteur énergie PA. En compagnie Latin America ou LED, conduit assessment et puis présenter report ailleurs pour stakeholders. Monsieur Lucien Blackmore, c'est permanent secrétaire en ministre énergie.
Nous sommes experts en OLADI, c'est une organisation qui bagaille énergie. La Caraïbe et la Latin America. C'est un bagage qui est simple. Si vous allez sur un voyage, vous êtes obligé de connaître où la ouïe avant de commencer à essayer à ce voyage. C'est ça que nous aujourd'hui là. Vous allez faire toute l'information de tenir qui fait bagage énergie en pays. Si c'est l'électricité, si c'est bagage pour la motocar, tout bagage qui est pour l'énergie. Mais pour nous aussi, à la ministre, c'est bien important pour bagailler l'électricité. Quand nous savons que le gouvernement travaille bien pour faire certains geothermal become une réalité pour le pays là. So nous pour connaître actuellement comment nous pouvons servir, comment nous pouvons générer l'électricité, comment nous pouvons servir l'électricité. En même temps, même si c'est gouvernement, policy makers, c'est producers comme Domlec, les autres investors, consommateurs, tout le monde connaît ce qu'a fait actuellement bagaille énergie secteur ici.
On a nouvelle ministère jeunesse et puis même parlement pour Gambie, Honorable Justina Charles, qui a complimenté ambassadeur Michael Henderson, qui a gagné une grande compétition chanson CARICOM. Henderson sorti à tête qui a battu plus de 50 d'autres qui ont participé en compétition là.
Moi, il a dit bon compliment pour Michael Henderson del Sol pour succès dans la compétition CARICOM la 50 day différents moun voyer chanter wantwe pour compétition. Avec Michael c'est moun nan qui sorti premier en contest ça là. So pour sortir premier hod 52 moun sans ça qu'a dit nous Michael ni un talent qui formidable. Michael c'est un monde qui capon ça il a fait sérieux. Et Michael c'est un monde qui nous obligé dit nous proud of. On connaît Jean Gouambé et connaît Dominica.
En la nouvelle travail réhabilitation assez chimique qui a allé cimetière là en Loda, ça a prend place à présent. Mon parlement honorable Dr. John Colin McIntyre fait parole qui chimie ça là qui a concerné le gouvernement pour petit bon temps actuellement. Quand même si l'honorable McIntyre est bien plaisir que le gouvernement a mis attention à ces chimie là pour faire plus meilleur. Le gouvernement en tant que passé déjà tient réhabilitation mine chimie là en Loda. Le gouvernement Dominique Silon honorable McIntyre c'est pour commencer tout de suite deuxième morceau chimie ça là. Et puis finalement, Discover Dominica Authority a organisé Jazz en Creole en parc national Cabrit. Sinon, officier Discover Dominica Authority, Liz Coffee, activité là qui a formé par mois touriste à mois de mai.
Jazz en Creole qui prend place à Fort Shirley en Cabrit à June 8th. Et puis après ça, nous avons une series of fringe events nous avons ça from June 3rd to the 8th. Et puis ça a pris place à différents hotels et properties à Dominique. Des trois c'est côté c'est Evergreen Hotel, Anchorage Hotel, Fort Young Hotel et puis Riverstone Bar and Grill à Bells.
Messieurs, mesdames, ça c'est tout pour nouvelles en créole pour à présent. Non, moi c'est McPherson Luce.
We'll compare whole wheat and white bread next.
What's for dinner?
I know, but you want Cheryl.
Who? Cheryl? Oh, babes, that's nothing.
Nothing within there, but that is nothing.
Hon, come on.
Whatever.
You know you're my number one.
And she's number what, 10? Plenty married women get engaged from the husband these days. I don't want to be one of them. From now on, I'm looking out for me.
But babes, I only talk to the woman.
Until I'm certain, this will take care of both of us, if you're lucky.
Your family depends on you. Don't take home aids.
In-studio discussions, Insight, Creole News, Road to the Throne, Calypso, Creole Festival, Carnival, and lots more local programming. See it all on the Government Information Service, your first for local news.
Whole wheat flour trumps white flour every day. Fiber is well known for aiding in digestive health, but did you know that it can also help you lose or maintain weight? It does because eating fiber-dense wheat bread helps you feel full for longer. Although white flour is often enriched, it has already been refined and has lost the most nutritious parts of the grain, the fiber. There's so little fiber left after processing that you'd have to eat 8 pieces of white bread to get the fiber in just 1 piece of whole wheat bread. And that's all for this edition of National Focus. We always welcome your suggestions and comments. Drop us an email at gis@dominica.gov.dm or visit our website news.gov.dm. Friend us on our Facebook page, facebook.com/GISNewsDominica. You can also catch up on past National Focus newscasts on our GIS Dominica YouTube channel. From all of us here on the GIS News Desk, thanks for watching and join us again next time on National Focus.